Okay, thanks for tuning in. So this is a video to explain the damage disclosure form. This is the parts replaced that the Subaru builder has disclosed of what's all been replaced to give it a rebuilt restored title, okay? And then this is the AutoCheck. We'll go over that together. So let's start with the parts replaced. So this 2019 Subaru Crosstrek, it was a branded title. ACT means actual miles, means the miles are accurate and true. C means the type of brand. This is a collision known as an accident. FBA is front bumper assembly. The assembly is the front bumper cover. It'll come with a new grille, a new radiator, comes with a new passenger headlight and passenger fog light, new driver headlight and new driver fog light. It also comes with the new AC compressor and a hood, with the passenger fender, and so all those pieces come as a whole. That's known as your front bumper assembly. Okay. It looks like what deems these cars usually a loss is the driver airbag deploys. Now that is something that you want because that means things work. Okay, but insurance companies, they're expensive, especially with the sensors, so they just deem them a loss. So a driver airbag with a driver curtain airbag, those are replaced required by law. And that will be either with a new or an unused airbag with sensors, okay? Interior components, they'll just, check the electrical, check the fluids. They replace the brakes. They do paintless dent repair over the car just to make sure if there's any nicks or dings, it's taken care of. And then they service the steering. So steering's part of your brakes, okay? So that's all been done. So in my opinion, that's just minor cosmetics. So the AutoCheck's really important. It's just like a Carfax. However, AutoCheck is much more accurate. It adjusts to the market. It's more thorough and more detailed. And the reason of that is because it's part of a bureau called Experian. And this is what insurance companies use. Okay, so there's a few things that are irrelevant in my opinion. That's the AutoCheck score. Branded rebuilt restored titles are always going to score lower just because there's no true scoring system built for rebuilt restored titles. So I find this irrelevant and not very accurate on this side of things. And then the buyback protection is just a third-party insurance. I think it's garbage anyways, but it only applies to new or clean title cars. So these two are irrelevant. But this icon's letting you know that the state's letting you know that there's a branded title reported. You got one accident reported, even though it says no airbags deployed. That's just because either the insurance or the adjuster didn't report the airbags being damaged. So it says no airbags, but on my parts replaced, I do have a driver airbag and a driver current airbag replaced, okay? So the damage reported is this is your parts replaced. And then this title, the branded title's been reported, all the events have been reported, so you're good there. Your miles are good, it's accurate and true. I've seemed to notice a few things. Every 18 and 19 Subaru Outback, Crosstrek, Impreza always has usually 1 to 2 open recalls, which is pretty common being 19, okay? But recalls are mandated law, and they are always honored regardless of the title status. So we'll go over that in just a bit. And then we have one owner. So this came from Minnesota. Looks like it was only owned for, that's not long at all actually. The usage is, this one's awesome. This one's personal. I like to either get personals or leases. Leases, they maintain the maintenance. Personals, they're less likely to be abused. So this is good, okay? So this is not a hail or flood type vehicle. It's not been deemed junk, and this car is not a lemon. No lemon records, no lemon brands. The salvage brand, that's how the insurance company has to write off the car. They have to put it in a salvage certificate to deem it a loss, okay? Now, once we flip the title to the new owner, the title is going to be flipped from salvage to rebuilt restored. So the title will say rebuilt restored. It will actually no longer say salvage, okay? And then there are no odometer brands, meaning the miles are accurate and true. Nothing's been tampered or rolled back. So Matilda's dad did not roll the miles back with his screwdriver. So the accident, October 28th of 2019 in Wisconsin. The damage check is very critical. Every time I buy a car, this is what I look at. This just verifies the information, making sure things are what they are. Okay, so hail or flood, we're good. No rebuild issues, no salvage auction records. That's awesome. So the auction didn't put a salvage record on file. They probably because they knew it wasn't going to remain that way. And then this icon here, the damage or major damage incident record, is your parts replaced. That is this right here. Now, just to back up everything that I'm saying to you, there is no structural damage or any alteration to the structure of the car, okay? So you're good there. And then we'll go over this in just a sec. It says there's 3 events reported, so let's go over those 3 events. First event, insurance, put a total loss record. Second event, it was titled to the insurance company. And then third event, there was a loan on this car at one point in time, meaning there was a lien. So that's been satisfied. There are no duplicate titles out there and no theft recovery, so this is a good sign of it not being abused. Or I'm sorry, less likely to be abused. The odometer check, the state, the auction, and the builder have all checked your miles. You're good to go. And this is just the detailed history. So we got a registration, renewal, title. Looks like the recall is an ignition coil reprogramming, so they probably just have to hook it up to a computer and give you a new program. That's fairly simple and easy, so just take it to your nearest Subaru dealer. It's free. The dealership here at AutoSource can't do it for you. It has to be a registered owner, okay? And then this gets really redundant. They put the same dates, 10/28, 10/28, 10/28, 10/28, so on and so forth. But it was caused by an impact with an animal. And then once airbags deploy and all that, it's always a disabled vehicle. So they must have hit an animal, hit another car, things like that. And then it was titled to the insurance company, and then it was deemed a loss. So this is just where the insurance company is located. Okay. And then your recall number is just right there. And then the rest are it's my favorite page, vague definitions. So that's the AutoCheck. It gets a little confusing. That's why I wanted to make a video going over that with you. And then your parts replace list. So I really hope that makes sense. If not, just give me a call or shoot me a text. I'd love to help you understand and explain. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.